Welcome to the Departure Lounge, where dreams take flight. On this YouTube channel, we're gonna rock the night with Quizzness Jet. We'll challenge your wit and your brain. Mania brings the beauty, it's a fashion hurricane. Battle like the light breeze, the skies are painted gold. We'll take you on a journey, let the battles unfold. And in our live streams, we'll break down the walls, question the norm, and have a damn good ball. Come on down to the Departure Lounge, where we're free, we'll entertain and inspire. Just you wait and see, from Quizzness Jet to Model Mania. We'll make you shout in the battle of the love race. We'll never back down. We'll never back down. Battle like the light breeze, the skies are painted gold. We'll take you on a journey, let the battles unfold. And in our live streams, we'll break down the walls, question the norm, and have a damn good ball. Come on down to the Departure Lounge, where we're free, we'll entertain and inspire. Just you wait and see, from Quizzness Jet Model Mania. We'll make you shout in the battle of the love race. We'll never back down. We'll never back down.
Was just changing a few settings there because I know Wayne's touched it. Huge thank you to our channel member Gary Duffy. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes. Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen, to your Friday flight night here on the Departure Lounge YouTube channel. And of course, as always, hope you're well. First of all, give yourselves a pat on the back because we made it to the weekend. Yes, we did. Well done, everybody. Hang on. That's better. Let me just do what I need to do here. Just give me a sec. Fabulous. Cool. Yes, we're on board this evening, as you've just witnessed. A220. From Air Canada. We are at Toronto Airport, Toronto Pearson. And we are headed over to Sydney, not Australia. It should be a good one. This one flight time is just about 2 hours or so, but we'll try and drag this out as much as we can. Let me show you around the aeroplane. Before we do that, I'll say hello very quickly to those in the chat so we can get things rolling. So, talking of rolling, it's Busman, now gone to trains, but I haven't got a sound effect yet because I got home quite late. Wayne's with us. I am planning on changing that. I am planning on changing that. Hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Bernice Thompson. Evening to you, Sarah. She's on time. Hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Says, what the fudge is that, Tui? That's one of those leased aircraft that they give to Sunwing sort of thing. Just paint the tail in the Sunwing colours. Gemma, evening to you as well. I've just seen that you were in the, you are in there as well. Didn't get lost in the shuffle. Hope you are well. Welcome to the stream. And of course, time to get limbs moving because 5 Crawford's on fire. YouTube chat is terrified. Crawford's on fire. Boom! Yes, indeed. Carl Crawford in the chat as well. Hope you are well. Well. Fabulous. Smashing. Absolutely spliffingly good stuff. Right. Let me show you around the aeroplane then. So, if we go to the outside, it's quite cloudy here at Toronto today, but it's give or take, I'd say. But we're not here for the weather, we're here for the aeroplane. So, detailing, if we have a quick look. I mean, I have probably one main issue that I have with this aeroplane, and you'll see it here, and here, here, and here. Those two. You don't really tend to see those lines of the panels sort of thing. I mean, it looks pretty decent otherwise. This is the VirtualCol A220. Let me know what you think in the chat as I sort of just spin it round, just show you off some of the details and stuff. The outside modelling is pretty decent, except for, like I said, you don't tend to see these lines in the panels. That's probably the only thing that really, for me, I kind of sort of find a bit negative. Zoom back out again. Be able to look at the top-down profile. I mean, it's not too bad. Lee Class, evening to you. Hope you're doing well, and welcome to the Members Lounge, Phil, once again. Thank you, sir. If we go inside the aeroplane, it has a bit of a cabin at least, so there is that. It's your basic sort of cabin here, really. Just, you know, nice big windows. It's not too bad. Sounds are very similar to the Embraer E2s as well, because it's obviously VirtualCol, so don't panic too much. But no, otherwise, I mean, it's not dreadful. VirtualCol 1 comes as part of a pack of the 300 and the 100 series. We are flying the 300 today. Here's the cockpit for you, just because we're having a nosy. And, well, it's interesting. So, overall, it kind of... I mean, I've seen pictures of an A220 cockpit. It's relatively similar, however... When we turn the screens on, you'll see there are some bits and bobs from the 787 and everything else. So there is that. Overall, it's not study level. It's not supposed to be study level. This is more one of those plug in and play type of things. So it's it's not too bad. Lee Class, thank you for the gifted membership, which went to Ilari Kusa. I said the name correctly. So welcome on board to you, and thank you to Lee for the continued support. Dom, evening to you. Phil says, had enough of being a freeloader, so put my hand in my pocket. Good lad. Yeah, good lad. Well done. No, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's kind yeah. So I mean, you got your typical kind of. I mean, texturing for the seats aren't brilliant, but again, you get you kind of get what you pay for, really. It's a very basic tablet as well. Obviously, we'll do. You can do like your setups and stuff, basic configurations and all that. You can do your flight attendant stuff, which they have changed it up slightly, and I mean slightly, in regards to the announcements and all that other stuff. We want to go to automatic, and today, because we're in Canada and we're not in Montreal, we're in Toronto, we don't need the French, so we'll stick with English or British. Doors and exits and stuff, if you feel the need to. It's very basic on that front. It's not a great amount of, you know, silence cockpit, active oral sounds, etc. I haven't done any of these. I don't plan on touching those either. You get what you give. You get what you pay for. Basically, it's not too bad, really. It's just like flying one of the Embraers, so it's absolutely fine. Dom says, I'm miserable and cranky tonight. I'm on an alcohol-free weekend. Welcome to the club. Although, spoiler, my alcohol-free time has now finished. For one weekend only, so it's fine, don't worry. Okay, shall we begin? I think we will. No wing views or nothing, because I haven't downloaded anything, because I don't think there is one yet. And I can't be asked to make my own. Because that is probably the only thing that would happen. So let's get the aircraft started. So to do that, you'll hear some noises, possibly. I can't remember. It's been a while. No, you do hear noises. And as far as I'm aware, we just basically got to turn everything on that says that it's off. And the aircraft will then be ready to go. So probe heat we can turn on because that's ready. Or there. We can turn the hydraulic pumps on already. Some things are already done, like generators we can turn. In fact, let's turn those off for a sec, just because we might not need that. Packs will turn on already. We'll go for the bleeds. And to get the APU bleed on, we've got to start the APU, which we'll do now. So here we go. Here, it'll start up in a sec. Hopefully. David joined and the first thing he heard was my alcohol-free time is now finished. Yes, I think I'm on the right channel. Evening all. Evening to you. Hope you're doing well. It's starting. Has it started? Let's. Oh, it's the APU. can't think if the APU's actually started. It doesn't sound like it has. So why? Or is there something I haven't turned on yet? You know when you like, when you use the plane. Rob Brown, evening to you, and evening as well to John Brand, who I saw pop in just then, who says, "Evening, everyone. Nice to be here from the start of a flight. I've tried this plane. Let me know what your thoughts are, please. I will be. I'll be intrigued to know what your thoughts are. I'm curious to know why. I know why. Is that because the fuel's not there? Yeah, so the AP. Okay, so that's fine. We didn't do the fuel. There we go. Now you can hear it starting up. Dom says you ain't turned on AI pilot. Oh, there's no AI pilot on this channel. Not at all. Right, let's get the jetway operated for our A220. Air Canada can deal with this tonight, obviously. Rob says, let's just sack the flight and head for the bar. Otherwise, I'm heading for the runway and thumbing a lift. Beautiful stuff. Rob says, sorry, not John Brown says, well, it has wings and engines. I like it. The only thing that I've worked out as well that you've got to do with this before anything happens. If I just request boarding.
Boarding requested.
We'll have a look at the crew in a sec as well. See who we've got with us today. So what I've worked out is the auto throttle doesn't. It doesn't do what it's supposed to unless you go to performance on the tablet here. I'd love to board crew, thank you. Just so we can have a look and see who we got. So if we go to, we got our takeoff speed, which is fine. But we've got to go to next phase. Now we've got to select our manage mode and everything else. So we can select sort of the climb speed that we want it to do, which for us would probably be about 250. So 250 in there. So it will recognise this, but it has to be done on the ground, which is crazy if you ask me. But that's apparently how it works. So 285 for our cruise speed. Descent speed we'll stick to 250 because we'll manage that ourselves. No. We'll manage that ourselves. 250 in there for our crew descent speed and approach speed. I think it's all sorted anyway. We don't need to touch that. So it is literally the climb speed, the cruising speed,
Your crew has boarded.
and the descent speed that needs to be put in. Otherwise, the auto throttle doesn't do what it wants to, or doesn't do what you want it to. So you can't change the speeds. As I found out the other day, I was climbing to 10,000 feet at 160 knots with the aircraft literally like that. No good. So yeah. So hopefully that should knock on the autopilot there when we got it, and it should then do the job. We'll climb today to 13,000 to start off with, so we're all good. And now we sit and wait for passengers. So that's the only thing that I can think of that's different to like the Embraer E2s that we use on here as well, that are made by VirtualCol, that again are not study level. But other than that, I mean, it's fine. It's a plane, and it does stop quite well, so it does perform like it should do for the you know, London City sort of thing, and you know, it is what it is. How was your Friday? Let me know how your Friday was. Was it a busy day? Was it a not so busy day? Mine should have been a straightforward day, but turned out it wasn't. But let me know how your Friday was. And are you ready for another scorching weekend? So it's GSX fully compatible as well, so everything works like it should. We're all good. Vinicius says hello. Hello to you. New name to the channel. We are very sad here in Brazil. An ATR 72 crashed in Sao Paulo, and 62 passengers died. I read about it. Didn't say anything about the number of fatalities, but I saw the footage and it was heart-wrenching. So our thoughts do go out to those affected by the crash. And yeah, it's a pretty sad occasion in Brazil right now. Dom's day was shite. Lee says busy, helped a couple of colleagues, but finished at a decent time. Good lad.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Carl's, yes. Sending, yeah, we're all sending our thoughts and love and everything else to Brazil this evening after the sad news. Vinicius says, thank you for your words. As I don't understand English, I'm using a translator. That's fair enough. But thank you. All of Brazil is in mourning. Yeah, our thoughts and love and prayers are going over to Brazil. And for those that are affected. Sorry. Carl had a chilled day off doing housework and decorating. Very nice. And Sarah says, I finally made a dentist appointment, so pretty productive day. Good on you. Good on you. Love it. Everyone's had a bit of a positive day today, apart from Dom. Right, shall we see who we've got with us today for crew? Who will it be today? I'm thinking potential name Patsy. Oh. Who we got today? Oh, okay. We're just. Can you imagine? Okay. Okay. So it turns out she's a little bit ditzy because she's facing the wrong way. She's not. Okay. She's not greeting the she's not greeting the customers. She's not greeting the passengers. We've got a moody flight crew today. Let's call her Patsy. That's the name I was going to go for. We're going to call her Patsy. Everyone say hello to Patsy, even though she's not going to acknowledge her. What does Patsy look like actually from the front? Because she's not cooperating today. I don't understand why. Patsy, what's wrong? Why are you not greeting the customers? Why are you not saying hello to the passengers? Patsy. Talk to us, Patsy. She looks absolutely thrilled to be here. But she is also facing backwards and not greeting the passengers. Have we got crew down the bottom end? I don't think we do, because we've got no one coming on board at the back. Oh, that's why. Okay. See, now it makes sense why Patsy's not very happy. She's crewing the flight by herself. She's going solo. Yeah, we've got no one else here. Makes sense now. Patsy's going solo. She looks so fucking thrilled. Sorry, Patsy, we'll leave you alone now. That explains it. She's crewing by herself. Poor Patsy. And it was a day off today. Yeah, everyone say hello to Patsy. Give her some love.
This way. Hello.
Rob says a bulldog chewing a wasp. Poor Patsy. Phil says she looks stoned.
Good afternoon.
Could be that. Could be too much maple syrup maybe before the flight, and she knows she's in trouble.
Welcome on board. Hello.
Dom says the other crew stormed off because a passenger asked for a blanket. And Lee saying hello to Patsy as well. Yeah, Patsy's on our flight. She's going solo for this one as we fly from Toronto to Sydney, not Australia. Got a bit of a special one coming up tomorrow. I'm just getting the thumbnail ready for it. I have successfully conquered the brand new aeroplane that we are going to be using tomorrow night as a bit of a special.
Welcome on board.
Bit of a special flight, this one. Just got to look at my screen grab now. What did I do for that one? Is it there?
May I see your boarding pass?
Okay, so. Okay, so it just needed a little bit more training, which was successfully completed last night. And we've got a bit of a corker for you tomorrow in the evening. John Brown says it's Air Canada. She knows she'll have to explain why the flight will be 2 hours late and no one gets any snacks. Well, funnily enough, we're not catering this evening, so she might very well have to explain to the passengers why they're not getting any snacks. But I'll show you, while we've got some peeps here, I'll show you what we've got for tomorrow night. I'm very much looking forward to this because this is an excellent aeroplane to fly. Of course, released earlier this week was the 727, and we are flying with the most dangerous airline in the world. We are flying from Quito over to Curacao, or Willemstad in Curacao, in the Caribbean, on the 727. I am looking forward to bringing this to the stream because it's going to be fun. I've had two very interesting and very fun flights with it so far, and it is excellent. And I'm very much looking forward to this one tomorrow, especially with the most dangerous airline in the world. So Aero Sucre tomorrow, 727 from Quito, one of the most dangerous airports in the world as well. So it kind of ties in quite nicely over to Curacao, or Willemstad in Curacao. Nice little trip to the Caribbean tomorrow on the 727. Nice. Look forward to that one. Otherwise, at the moment, we are waiting for our passengers to board.
Hello.
Patsy's now speaking.
Boarding pass, please.
So yes, so finally, after learning how to fly the plane, it's I would say it's definitely ready for stream purposes. So 727 tomorrow should be a fun one. Wayne says day was great till I hit Steam. Bloody Sims will be the death of me, he says. He's been having a bit of an issue with some of the modding and stuff like that. We'll get through it. It'll be fine.
Good afternoon.
So, sort of breaking cloud, which is excellent to see. At the moment, so we should be in for a decent takeoff out of Toronto. Who's got plans for the weekend, by the way, as well? Our plans for the weekend are very simple. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock, with the kick-off of the football watch-alongs once again. Manchester City, Manchester United in the Community Shield. We'll be live from 2:30 to build up to that one.
May I see your boarding pass?
And then in the evening, of course, the 727 flight. And then Sunday, Battle of the Liveries returns in what feels like forever.
This way.
So Battle of the Liveries returns. Quiz also returns next week. So we're in for a busy time at the moment on the flight sim and the channel itself.
Good afternoon. This way.
Dom says I'm flying on Hebridean. I don't know. And Carl says bring on the football. Yeah, football returns. We were going to do one of the championship watch-alongs 12:30 tomorrow, but then
Hello.
I think it would be a little bit too much. So schedule went up on Facebook and the YouTube community channel page, tably thingy, whatever. On obviously what we're going to be doing this weekend. We've got obviously Man City, Man United tomorrow, and then Sunday we've got Sheffield United against Plymouth Argyle in the Championship. And then we'll have a look at the schedule for the coming week as well. All I do know is that it is cup football during the week as well. Is it the Tuesday?
Hello.
Yes, it is. Tuesday we'll be watching Gillingham get smashed by Swansea.
Welcome on board.
Hebridean Air Service, to be precise. Very nice. Very nice. Enjoy.
Good afternoon.
Carl says hashtag up the swans. Oh yes.
Hello. This way.
We'll be Swansea fans. Swansea fans for 90 minutes at least on Tuesday night. Rob says Swansea gonna give the Jills a good old meat injection and drag them around like sad sack from Baggy Dolls. Oh dear. And Jim, evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
So we're very nearly there with the passengers boarding for our flight over to Sydney, not Australia.
Hello. Good afternoon.
But evening to those that are lurking or watching or saying hello.
May I see your boarding pass?
Give yourselves a pat on the back. We made it to the weekend, folks. Time to celebrate. So yeah, so we're going to come up with a new schedule sort of thing where we're going to keep a couple of days free for potential football watch-alongs, give ourselves a day off at least.
This way, please.
Rob says, meant to say raggy dolls, but predictive text made it so much better with baggy dolls. I think baggy dolls does sound a lot better than raggy dolls.
Good afternoon. May I see your boarding pass?
We'll stick with the original because I thought that was a lot better. Alright, 3 passengers to load and then we are good to go for pushback. Pushback works fine with this aeroplane as well.
Hello.
One more to go, then Patsy can look forward to a 2-hour flight all by herself in the crew section.
Welcome on board.
Poor Patsy. Alright, there's your bong. We are good to go. Right, so let's get some lights turned on here. So nav lights are on, which is fine. Beacon light switched on. And let's prepare for pushback. Here we go. I can't think what else will need to be on here. No, I think we're okay.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
So APU is running, which is fine. The bleed is on, which is absolutely fine. So starting the engines are very, very easy here as well. It's just literally a case, a bit like you would do with an A320 or something like that. You turn the ignition on, and then you flip the switches here, and the engines will start.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Rob says, right, fess up, who's now thinking of the Raggy Dolls themes tune? David says, Baggy Dogs would have been even better. And Gemma's the one thinking of the theme song. But it's getting, we're going to Ibiza out of her head. It's been stuck in there all day. You can always play it again to put it back in if you like. I won't, obviously, because we're not going to Ibiza. No.
Locking gear.
Okay, so ready for the push? And let's go for it. Let's just have a look. So if we just zoom up a little bit here. We're going off a 3-3 right, which is hang on. I've lost it myself. Hang on. Ah, it's the runway closest to us. So yeah, so that's fine. So it is this runway here, which is actually closest to us. So we're all good. Beautiful. All right. Air France and Air 777. Air Transat. I know Wayne will be looking at that one. Things to potentially come with Air Transat. Let's level out the camera. And let's go for the push, which will get us to... Yeah, there you go. Wayne's there. I'll show you. Just give me a sec. There you go. There's your Air Transat. Very nice indeed. Let's get ourselves off to Sydney.
Exiting from editing mode. Please wait.
Release parking brakes, please.
Absolutely.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
I'd love to. Right, here we go. Let's start the engines. So, turn the ignition like you do. Like I say, A320 style. Turn it to the right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And now she starts
welcome on
talking. Here we
board
go.
to our flight. We would like to draw your attention to the safety information you need to follow during this flight. Please stow your hand luggage carefully in the overhead compartments. You can place smaller items under the seat in front of you. When the seat belt sign is on, please fasten and adjust your seat belt as here we shown. Keep your seat belt fastened and visible until the seat belt sign is off. When you need it, you can release it as here we shown. Before the flight, extension and loop belts are given out by the cabin crew. Ask one if it's necessary. Please switch your mobile phones and all other electronic devices to flight mode. Mobile phones and other electronic devices without a flight mode must be switched off. Before takeoff and landing, please unplug all your electronic devices. Smartphones, tablets, and other small devices may be held, but laptops and larger devices must be stowed in their cases in the overhead compartments of under the seat in front of you. If your device
Please
is
set
locked
parking brakes.
or falls into
Waiting
the
your
secure
confirmation for a
structure,
good engine
do
start.
not move your seat. Just call a member of our crew. It is illegal smoke on this flight,
Cockpit to
including
ground.
electronic
We have a good engine
cigarettes.
start. You can disconnect.
It is also strictly prohibited to smoke in the lavatories, which are equipped with smoke detectors.
No smoking in the toilets, folks.
Attempting to damage these detectors is penalized by law. Should there be a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop down automatically. Pull the nearest mask, place it over your nose and mouth, pull the straps to adjust your mask and keep breathing normally. Make sure your mask is well adjusted before helping others. Emergency
Unlocking
exits
gear.
are located on each side of the cabin, at the front, center, and rear. The exit signs will help you locate them. Take a moment now to locate your nearest sign, which may be behind you. In the event of an emergency evacuation, leave the
Tow truck
aircraft
disconnected.
following
Bypass
the
pin
exit
removed.
signs and the illuminated path along the aisle.
Left is clear, right is
To
clear.
ensure a quick evacuation, please leave behind all hand luggage, high heels, and sharp objects. You will find your life vest under your seat. Taking a life jacket from the plane is penalized by law. If needed, slip it over your head, attach the straps, and tie the knit. When you reach the exit, inflate your life jacket by pulling the reed toggles or by blowing into the tube or tubes. The light will come on when in contact with water. The crew will provide life vest for infants. Please only put the life vest on your infant in an emergency situation and inflate it immediately. Exit doors are equipped with automatically inflating slides, which the crew will operate in case of an emergency. Before takeoff and landing, please make sure that your window is open, your tray table is closed, and your seat back is fully upright. Please stow your footrest, video screen, and handset. For more details, please read the safety card in your seat pocket. Make sure you follow all signs and cabin crew instructions at all times. Thank you for your attention. Our captain and the crew wish you enjoy your flight.
And on top of that, you get the Wookiee noise too. So again, very much like the E2s, the VirtualCol brought out as well, the Embraer E2s. You get the bit of Wookiee noise as well. So a bit of Wookiee tonight. I said Wookiee, not Nookie. Right, whilst we're here, we'll set the flaps to 2. There's a Emirates A380 at the gate there as well. So taxiing out now to runway 33 right. Rob says we're off to Nuki for some Wookiee in the tune, or we're off to Ibiza. Alright, please ignore what I'm about to do because I feel like we've got a little bit more. I think we need to just adjust the rudder a little bit. Otherwise I think we might be alright. Alright, so we're going to line up behind the Flare 737. Just give me a sec, I'm just going to try and align the thing here.
150.
That might sort it out.
30,
Forgive me.
10.
You haven't got that yet. No, no, no. We haven't got that yet. What's the matter with you? It's the same key binding as the centering of the rudder to stop it from veering from one side to another, so forgive me for that. I feel like it's worked, but we'll see. Might just be the windy. Might just be the wind. Fizzy, hello to you, says which Sydney? Definitely not Australia on an A220. Definitely not. We're off to Australia, not Australia at all. We're off to Sydney, sort of on the outskirts of Canada, towards Goose Bay. Lovely. Right. We should be good. So, landing lights can go on. Strobe lights can go on too. Line up on the runway, and then I'll do the usual shtick. And we'll get ourselves out of Toronto and over to Sydney, not Australia. Just outside of Goose Bay. On a 2-hour jaunt on the A220, which operates the flight real world ops. That's proper real world ops. On today's flight number, which is Air Canada 1174. Right, I'll read that in a sec. Enjoy the sounds of the A220 as we depart Toronto for Sydney. Here we go.
$70 knots, 80 knots. V1, rotate, V2.
Overspeed, overspeed, overspeed. Overspeed, overspeed, overspeed. Overspeed, overspeed, overspeed.
There you go, beautifully quiet, which is what we like to see. So yeah, up very quickly, as well as it would do. And some beautiful. I mean, the angles are fantastic. I mean, again, the sort of the exterior model. I was a little bit concerned with the exterior model when I first saw it, but the more I tend to fly it, the more I get used to it. The sounds, again, are a little suspect. But to be honest, I mean, it's down to you guys, really. Like, what do you think? Like, what are your thoughts on sort of what we're experiencing here with the A220? Obviously, like I said, when you get the A220, it comes with the A220-100 as well. So there are definitely scope for potential London City operations with the 100. And as you can see, I've put the auto throttle on, and it has already got my climb speed in. It will not do that if you don't put it in. If you don't put it into the performance here. So as you can see, our climb is 250, and that is what it's got on there. If you don't put it in there, if you don't put it into the selected, the auto throttle will not recognize it. Yeah, I mean, again, this is purely like a stopgap for when any builds do theirs. You won't see the panels and everything else like that. But again, it's not supposed to be study level, and it's just an airplane that we use to fly. So because we've got it unmanaged, we can actually change the auto throttle, because now we are well ahead. And there you go. See, so it would. So the thing is, it won't do this unless you've got the speeds in there into the system. So we'll go up to 320, but we're going to bring it down to 285. In fact, we'll go 310, and the aircraft will now start to speed up to 310 knots. And then what we'll do at the same time is we'll get up to 34,000 feet for our climb today. And the aircraft should do that quite easily. And there you go. That's it. And that's us heading into this very stormy looking cloud. Lee was expecting a little bit more Wookiee noise. Yeah, so the Wookiee noise is more on the powered down. So it's... Yeah, it's basically what they've done is they've taken the sound pack from the Embraer E2 and popped it into here. Now, when any builds do theirs, there will be more Wookiee sounds that you hear on the regular for when you see them at Heathrow and London City and stuff like that. So there are still one or two things that could be done differently with it, and there probably will be. But as of right now, this is kind of they'll update it in some respect, but they won't update it in terms of getting the real sounds in there, which is a little bit annoying. But we make do. Overall, I mean, it flies as you'd expect it to. It's lovely. It's easy to fly. If you're someone that's just looking to jump into an aircraft and do a very short flight from A to B, it does exactly what you need it to. And that's it, really. Now we're going to experience something completely different tomorrow with the 727. There's a lot of work that needs to go into it, and I'm quite excited to actually bring that to the stream. But get the tunes with you. I only put the first one on. It's absolutely banging. So over the storm clouds we go. It is a shame about those panels, or the lines in the panels, but if you're in the air like this, you don't see them. I just think it looks fantastic. The exterior modelling is absolutely fine. I mean, it's just... that's beautiful. Look at that. But again, if you zoom in, that's when you actually do start to see the lines. So, point being, don't zoom in. Probably the best way of doing it. Wayne says, I think I won the battle, only took 7 fucking hours, he says. Good lad. Lee says, looks good. Yeah, I've read that one out already. John Brown says, I've been to Sydney. Lovely place. I'm sure you will virtually enjoy yourself. Hopefully. If it's I've got the scenery for the airport as well, so the airport should be implemented well on the sim. And Carl is enjoying the wing flags. I don't think we've got, if I have a look at the cameras here, I don't think we've got a Oh, we can't. Well, we kind of do. Well, we've kind of got a wing view. Nova Scotia. Sorry, yeah, forgive me. Nova Scotia. Right, so I'm just what am I doing? I was going to do something. What was I doing? Can't think. Can't think. Right, Wayne's telling me to check Messenger. I will do so. Cool. Yeah, so it's kind of a wing view. Oh, that's what I was looking for. No, we don't have custom views yet for it, which is annoying. But hey ho. Never mind. So, hour and 42 to go. Monday, we are going to be doing VATSIM once again. The event, there are 2 events on. Dusseldorf is probably the busier one of the 2 out of these ones, but we did Dusseldorf last week. So we're going to be doing, or this week rather, so we are going to do Copenhagen for Monday. So fingers crossed that should also pick up and be quite busy from what we saw, but yeah, so 727 tomorrow evening.
At Amazon, discover.
Shut up, go away. I was only noticing. But Sarah says ho hey. Ho hey. Hey ho. Another failed project. When is Gartic though? Gartic will make a return. Don't worry, don't panic. We've got so much to kind of get through, so be patient. There's a load to get through. There's too much happening at once. So still climbing, which is good. Aircraft is still managing it to do what it needs to do. We can probably take it down now to maybe, in fact, our cruise speed, which is 285. There we go. Just put the get the speed down a little bit more. Go. Give yourself a little wing view there, because why not? Wayne says, can I just say, respect to Tom, new content testing, etc. takes so much time and hard work. I'm finding this out now, bloody hard work, but well worth it in the end. Yeah, it's not horrendous. It's just it can be very time consuming, especially when you get like new planes and stuff, and then you gotta like learn how to fly them before bringing them onto stream, so you don't look like a fucking twat when you do it for the first time. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, it's it pays off in the end. But the thing is, like I said, there's so much happening at the moment with game nights and football stuff and the usual Sunday stuff and everything else. It's all happening at once, and I've got to try and get my head around it. So chances are we'll probably do Gartic at some point in the next couple of weeks. A twat on the first time, yeah, and the rest, yeah, I know. And the second time, and the third, and the fourth, and the fifth, and the sixth. Need I go on? Probably not is the answer to that question. So luckily for you, we are not doing any no polls. No polls. Do we need to do a poll? That's what I'm thinking. Do we need to do a poll? I'm trying to think now. When's the next time we're going to do the flight sim? This is the problem, you see. I'm trying to put a schedule together in my head. And I'm trying to think when the next time we do it is. Hang on. Hold their phone. Oh, I suppose we could. We could do a poll. So we've already got tomorrow's flight ready, so we can do. Yeah, let's do a poll. All right. Yeah, don't ruin it, Wayne. Don't ruin it. Alright, here we go. I want the region, please. This will be for Thursday. Europe, Asia, North America, or South America. One of those, please. Whilst you do that, I'm going to just be right back and I'm going to go grab myself a drink. Because I am thirsty today. Back in a minute. Cool. Right, let's see what we got. Farron Travels, evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. I was going to suggest a flight for Friday, but is it what I think it is? It is indeed. So next Friday the Premier League kicks off. If you haven't done so already, you can still join our Fantasy Premier League league that we did one last season and it went down quite well. If you want to join that one, there is still plenty of time. You have a week to join our competitive league. 5 of us in it at the moment. If you want to join that, if you fancy a gander at the Fantasy Premier League, it was very, very close last season. Here it is. Alright, so let's see where we can go on Thursday. Wayne's off to make a slushy, no problem at all. We've got an hour and 22 minutes left on our flight. We are due to land at 10 o'clock. Dom, you can have whatever you like. You can name it whatever you like. Just looking for some routes to pop up here. Oh, no, Dom, no, that's not. It's not quite what I meant. I didn't mean no. No point trying to save it now. Sometimes I kind of wish I just kept quiet. Never mind. Never mind. Dom says, I'd quite like to be more like Sarah. Life is so much simpler. I'm sure she'll put you in her place. Or she'll put you in your place, rather. Sarah, I don't know. Dom says apparently being like you, life is so much more simpler. So I don't know. I don't know what the suggestion is there. I'm sure he's about to tell us. If you're not careful, I think one of the mods will probably mute you if you're trying to wind someone up. Don't be that person. Someone shout a mod. I'll just give the nod of approval and just be like, Sanders5 says hello, Departure Lounge and chat. Thanks for the gifted membership. Whoever gave me it like 2 days ago. I can't think who it was. I can't think who the person was that gave it to you. I want to say it's probably Lee. I think Lee Class may have done it. But I feel like I'm also wrong. But welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well. Just want one more route. That's all I need. Carl, I've not seen them. Let's have a look. Oh yes. So half time in the Championship, Blackburn 1, Derby 0, and Preston 0, Sheffield United 1. Sheffield United relegated from the Premier League last season. League 1, Barnsley 1, Mansfield 2. Mansfield's first game in League 1 this season after being promoted last season. And Chesterfield 1, Swindon 0. Chesterfield promoted from the Conference or National League. Leading Swindon at half time. Lovely. Good stuff. Fascinating. Yeah, really, really fascinating scores there. Especially Chesterfield. Yeah, Dom says I'm on an alcohol-free weekend. I'm in a bad temper because I'm not drunk after a hard-working week. All I will say is don't bring the bad temper into here and start winding up the mods. That is all I will say to you. No, it's not. It's not the fun. Mods are not here to be wound up. Sanders says, "How is a 220 worth a try?" I mean, it's not study level by any stretch of the imagination. However, as I said earlier, it's like if you want a plane that is going to take you from A to B, and you just want something that's nice and easy to fly, this is the one. It's got the sound of the Embraer, if you know it, the Embraer E2s, but if you're playing the flight sim just because you want an extra plane to fly rather than going for the fidelity side of things, you can't go wrong with it. Worth the investment if that's what you're into. If you're into like just flying a different plane rather than going, it's not study level, so I'm going to complain about it on every Facebook group I can find. It's like, don't need to do that. Everyone's getting their beers and stuff. I've had about 3 weekends, I think, of not drinking, and I am absolutely fine. I'm not twitching at all. Yeah, it's easy enough. It's easy enough to manage and to fly and everything else like that. It's very easy to set up and everything else. Everything's pretty much done for you. And, you know, it's just, you know, Carl's getting his first beer now, and Gemma says nice and easy is good. I need to get back into the flight sim properly. Not been on much for not been on much for ages. Yeah, it's always there. Obviously, we're all counting down now to November for when the new one comes out. Sugar-free diet killing me. Never mind booze-free, says Wayne. But yeah, I mean, like I say, VATSIM wise, does it work with VATSIM? Yeah, I'm not that type of guy. As long as I can fly from A to B without killing me, I'm happy. Very good. That's the way to fly it. Personally, I don't understand people that kind of go, well, it must be high fidelity and all the buttons must work and blah blah blah. And I'm like, cool. I bet you're fun at parties. For me, if it flies from A to B, that's all I care about. Doesn't matter to me if it's any good or not. If it can get me from A to B, I can suspend my belief for at least an hour and a half. Why not on ultra graphics? Because my PC does not handle ultra graphics very well. The graphics card needs updating, but the thing is, oh, you're on your wind up again. I see. I see. No, because I think being a professional streamer would mean I have to do it full time. I don't do it full time. I'm assuming this is the lack of alcohol that is turning Dom into something. Fill in the blank. Lack of alcohol turns Dom into blank. I mean, that'll do for me personally, just blank. But fill it in if you feel like it. David straight in there. So David's gone for Max. Gemma says a grumpier Scot than Rob. Didn't even think that was possible. Mini Magnum, says Sarah. It does something. I don't know what. Certainly does something. If you're enjoying the stream so far, do feel free to smash the like button. As always, it helps us out immensely. Cool. Here we go. Here comes your poll. Finally. So we've got Hong Kong to Manila, Seoul to Toyama, Kaohsiung to Fukuoka, or Incheon to Shonai. One of those, please. We'll be ready for Thursday. Whilst I refresh my memory about something. Hang on. That surprises me. Cool. All right. So David says, Hong Kong to Manila, please. As I've decided, if you can't beat them, join them, and we can all excitedly sing, "Whoa, we're going to Manila." It works perfectly. I think that's fantastic. I like that. That's one for the song choices. So 53 minutes to go while we are on the move. Oh, the choices. The choices. Alrighty, let's end the poll. So it is exactly what the doctor ordered, kind of. Oh, we've got a choice here. I might need to do another one. Okay. Oh, the choices. Oh, you stop that right now. Choices. Oh no. Oh no, the choices. Okay, let's do it. Let's do the poll. Alright, need the aircraft, please. 777 or the A340. We're going to revisit one of these. But which one will it be? Okay. Unanimous. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so here's what we got coming up then. Thursday next week. Oh shit. Nope, 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 nope. It's only a short flight, it's about an hour and a half if that, but should be pretty decent nonetheless because coming up, we have got an aircraft that we haven't used for a while, actually. And here it is. Cathay Pacific in the One World livery on the A340 from Hong Kong to Manila. There it is with the Viking dude make an appearance again on the 340. I have no idea. Should be a good one. Be nice to actually get back to the A340. So that's coming up on Thursday next week. As I said, there'll be scheduling and God knows what else going up Monday on the appropriate channels. Cool. Right, sorted. No more clicking. I think we're all good. Yeah, we're on the 340 Thursday, so it should be a decent one. We are 45 minutes away from landing in Sydney, not the one you're thinking of. However, we are currently over at Maine. Let's have a look. Here is our aeroplane, and we can barely see anything. It's cloudy below us. But here is our aeroplane after a little bit of a wing view. Looking rather spectacular. I know have we done what I think we... Oh no, we have done. Okay. So we're just in a big ball of cloud at the moment. And happy days. Onwards we go. No, I've done it again. No, no, no. No. I've done it again. I keep doing it. I need to move the icon. No. 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 Thank you. Let me move that bloody icon out of the way. Bastard thing. So I keep clicking to go onto, because I've got WhatsApp and Football Manager next to each other. Yeah. If you've got me as a friend on Steam, you'll know exactly what I've done. I clicked Football Manager because it's right next to WhatsApp, so I was having a look at WhatsApp. And then accidentally clicked Football Manager, and I was like, oh no, not again. So, turns out it was again, and yeah. Gotta move that bloody icon out of the way. What a twat. Right, I will download that livery in a sec, and then we've got that ready to go for next week. Cool. So, like I said, schedule will go up Monday. Monday? Sunday. Maybe Sunday. Sunday, Monday, happy days. One of the two. And yeah, then we'll be able to kind of just give you an insight. I think that's the idea now, is to kind of just do the insights now for what we're doing throughout the week. Because as much as I like the idea of sort of, you know, keeping it in the lurch than like uploading it there and then sort of thing, I think it's nice to let you know what's happening so you know what to look forward to. But yeah, so 43 minutes to go before we touch down at Sydney. It's an airport that I downloaded previously to do as a bit of a go on, but yeah, never got around to doing it until tonight. So I'm quite glad. Why not upload shorts to the football channel to get the streaming requirements as quick as possible? Do you know, that's one thing I didn't even think about, was the fact that I wouldn't be able to stream live straight. Well, mind you, yes I would, because the channel is a an old, obviously, gaming channel that we used to do like FIFA and stuff on. So I have the means to do it. But it means setting everything up again, and I don't know if I could be bothered, so I might as well just keep it on one channel and then segregate it into playlists. That's probably the easier way for me to do it. But keep it on one channel, and one channel only. You know where to go then to watch shit. Rather than mucking about with 3-4 different channels. So yeah, there's so much that needs to be done. I don't know if I have the mental brain capacity. The mental capacity to be able to do it. That's what weekends are for, though, right? Catching up with stuff. Jim says, "Or about a dozen channels." Yeah, we don't need a dozen channels. I could call one. In fact, no, I could do with a dozen channels. I could call one. Tom watches football. Tom plays flight sim. Chelsea fan 18. I'm shit at flight sim. I can't play Rocket League. That sort of thing. I could do many channels along those lines. Blaming Jim for that one because Jim told me not to do anything like that, and Jim mentioned it subtly, but mentioned it. It's your fault. So away from sort of the murky clouds, so we're looking nice at the moment. Just still quite crappy down below. Not sure what the weather is like in Sydney, not Australia. Okay, shouldn't be too bad. Broken cloud at 12,000 feet, so I mean it shouldn't be too bad. We should be okay. Private streamer, streaming for no one. Any old streamer will do. 'Cause he's a private. And then Carl mentioning it. Breaking DAR rules. No rules. There's no rules. Don't panic. Alright. So, we are planning on returns for certain games as well. Like your Fall Guys, like your Rocket League, like Gartic Phone. Sorry, I had Kim in my ear, sorry. See what you've started now? You see what you started? Shall we see how Patsy's getting on, by the way? I just thought about that. How's Patsy getting on? Has she survived yet? Is she on the floor? Oh god. Patsy! Hello? Right, Patsy's done a runner. Okay. Right, Patsy's done a runner. There's your answer. Patsy's done a runner. Cheers, Patsy. Thanks for popping in. No Patsy. Patsy did a runner. All the passengers came on board. She realised she was doing a solo and then she fucked off. She was like, fuck that, I'm not doing a solo on my own. So tonight's hashtag is Where's Patsy? There you go. Use the hashtag Where is Patsy and give me some suggestions as to where Patsy could have gone. Queen Vic. She did well to get off the plane in Toronto when everything was sorted. David says maybe Patsy's in the middle of going through the one pump chump checklist and can't be disturbed. I mean, God knows where she went. There's no snacks on board and the passengers are getting a bit rowdy and there's no Patsy. Where's Patsy? Lee says to watch Gillingham. Poor bitch. Poor bitch having to put her through that. Where is Patsy? Where could she have gone? Use the hashtag. Can I just point out as well, because I'm getting notifications here about on Sofa Score. It's an app that I use to keep up with most of the scores that don't come up on Sky Sports. Hell of a friendly match, by the way, between Brentford and Wolfsburg. It's currently 4-3. Hell of a game from what I'm looking at. David says, is she Cornish? That would be good. Hashtag Cornish Patsy. I like that a lot. Cornish Patsy. Phil says, servicing the pilot. I don't dare go in the cockpit. In fact, is she here? Patsy. Can't get out. Patsy! She's not in here. No Patsy in here. Oh, goodness me. Or as they say in Spanish or Mexican. Yeah, Spanish, isn't it? Oh, Dios míos. Or, oh, míos Dios. Whatever it is. I don't give a fuck. Avapollo says hello. Welcome to you. New name to the chat. Yes, it is the VirtualCol A220. Let's see what comes in next. Trash plane, but if you enjoy it, then good for you. Okay, so my question to you is, are you one of these people that will do the whole, it's not study level, so I'm not flying it? That is my question to you. No hate, just my question to you. A little bit. Okay, so it might be a trash plane to you, and I know it's a trash plane, but I like the study level planes, right? I do. I like study level planes, but I also like planes that will get me from A to B. I don't care about how it looks, I don't care about how it flies, I don't care about whatever else. If it gets me from A to B, that's all that matters. I always make a disclaimer in the streams and stuff. I am not here to try and be a real pilot in real life. I'm here to play the game, play the sim, and have some fun playing it. Does it cause me headaches most of the time? 100%. What it is, right? It's just a stopgap for when the indie builds one comes out, because then I'll switch. Yeah, I'll switch over to the indie builds one. This is just a stopgap. Like the Captain Sim 777, whatever else, it's a stopgap until PMDG release theirs, and they have done. And, you know, whatever else. I think it's more each to their own. That's what, again, it's kind of like the, I don't know. Again, this is not a pop at you. This is a pop at just in general. This is like people shooting people down because they don't, you know, there are people that are young people that play the flight sim and stuff like that, and maybe don't want to fly these study level airplanes and stuff like that. But as I seem to find out, flight sim groups are like the worst for it. As long as we all have fun, that's the main thing. That's all that matters, really. Is as long as you have fun doing it, flying whichever plane it is. It can be study level, can be not so study level. That's all that matters, right? So cool. Welcome along to the channel anyway. And Darren Smith, evening to you. Hope you are doing well. Hope no icing up there today. No. No icing today. Ah, icing. Did you hear about the plane that crashed in Brazil caused by icing? Yeah, it's all over the news outlets and whatever else. Dom says, are there any Russian jets on the sim? There is. The only one that is probably of any use is the CYQY Superjet. CYQY Superjet, which I haven't flown because it's you know, routing. But it's got the fly-by-wire 320 cockpit. But the exterior model looks pretty decent. But again, I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered by it. So, but I haven't flown it because. Otherwise, it's the Tupolev 154, which is an FSX port, which probably isn't very good because it doesn't have a cockpit. And the Ilyushin IL-76, which is another excuse me, another FSX port, which was okay until the fact that they put a cockpit in it and then screwed up the external view, so that's no good. And then obviously your CYQY fighter jets and God knows what else as well. Yeah, study level IL-76 would be awesome, and IL-62 would be lovely. Is there a flight sim of the Sopwith Camel? I'll tell you what, I'll find out for you. Give me a sec. Give me a moment. Oh, if you like your little acrobatics as well, they recently released the Yakovlev Yak 52 as well. No is the answer to that question. Darren, there is not. Fuck a triplane. Ow, fuck, I just... Might have just smacked my finger into the keyboard. Apologies for the language. No Fokker triplane either. The only Fokker triplane... Oh, the only Fokker plane they have... looks like the Spirit of St. Louis. I'm not even going to pronounce that. I'm surprised no one has done an Antonov 225 yet. Yes, they have. Yeah, they have. There's two variants. There's a freeware one, or Anybuilds did one, which I do have, but don't know how to fly. And I have sat there and said I will learn it one day. Whenever that day comes, I will learn it. But they released it as part of the proceeds going towards the relief effort in Ukraine. So yeah, so I do have it. It's just everything is obviously in Ukrainian, and I don't know that. So I will do my best to try and learn it at some stage. But I will fit it into my schedule at some stage. Right, 20 minutes out from our landing down at Sydney. Not Australia. Didn't you try to land the Antonov 225 at Prestwick? I did indeed, but that was an FSX or a Flight Simulator X port with a 747 cockpit. Whereas this one is the genuine article. So, any seaplane flights in the pipeline? Do you know, we haven't done one since we did... this is what I'm talking about. There is so much that is like doable. I just tend to forget half the time. There will be at some point. There will be some seaplane flights at some point. I also landed that Antonov 225 on a aircraft carrier as well, but any water bombers? I think so. Let's have a look. What we got? There's a lot of fighter jets that have been released recently as well. Also got to do some bits and bobs around trying to do the oh god, Mark Loop, that's the one. But in terms of water bombers, it's just a lot of like old classic planes and bits and bobs to go with it, like F-14 Tomcats. There's a B-1 Lancer, but probably no good. I've heard the reviews on it aren't great. I did download it, but there is that a bot? I don't think that's a water bomber. Could be. I don't know. That went well. Poor aircraft carrier, says Darren. It went incredibly well. Along with the Concorde, yes. Again, that's another one I need to learn, but I'm getting pink textures, which I don't understand why. Beanie Baby Prod, hello to you. It says I'm flying from San Francisco, Seattle to Boise. Today I do not have VATSIM. Does anyone want to fly with me? I will be flying in an hour. Hit me up on Discord. Well, as I'm in the UK, I will probably be in bed in about an hour. Because I'm incredibly old. Right, time for descent. So the aircraft will start to drop down, and then you'll see this number change to 250 because that's what we've programmed in. So here we go. Well, we should do anyway. Should drop its ass down. I thought that comment would get. I thought that comment would get a bit of a response. I've worked my ass off this week. I deserve a fucking lay-in at least. Am I going to get one? Probably not. Alright, 13 minutes out from landing. We got a standard approach into into Sydney today. Talking about a hard paper round. Don't you start firing shots at me. You deserve one, but how old? Definitely old as fuck. That's the other one I was waiting for. I was waiting for Sarah to pop up because I knew she would. I knew she'd pop up with the same age, but I knew she'd pop up. Always got a comment on something. She's definitely the same age as me, but you know, it's the same thing. Darren says actual age or mental age. It could be either or. There you go. So that number has now changed to 250 because we're in the descent. And that is because we have selected 250 for our descent speed. There you go. As long as you do that before you take off, the aircraft will absolutely work perfectly fine. Same age, so 44. Absolutely not. Not 44 at all. Isn't Sarah older by like a month? I think she is. Still technically the same age. But she's definitely older. Same age, but definitely a hell of a lot older. Older and wiser, she says. Well, to that we say, yes. First time I've used that this evening. Where you've got that logic from. By the way, I'd like to. We'll have a discussion while we're here, right? So I've got like Olympic highlights on in the background. Who, in their right mind, decided that breakdancing was going to become an Olympic sport? Or more to the point, why? Why is it an Olympic sport? What is the point of it, please? I shit you not, Gemma. Breakdancing. I am watching, at the moment, a gold medal battle between two people who are breakdancing for a gold medal. Please tell me why that's a sport. I'd love to know why it's a sport. What is this? What is this? This is not a sport. Phil's definitely not a fan of breakdancing. Wow. But I mean, I'm not a fan of it either. But I just want to know who in their right mind said, "Oh yeah, we'll put that as an Olympic sport." I don't get it. I don't understand. Am I showing my age or not? I just don't understand why. Sarah says, I feel it's more of a sport than golf or darts or whatever. But it's not, is it? Son, what would you like to be when you grow up? I want to be a breakdancer, a professional one. No one says that. David says, I'm watching it too. That's not the Olympics in Paris. That's the Wenger nightclub in Aberdeen happening live right now. Yeah, but anyone could dance like that. It's not difficult, is it? You know what's controlling, you know what's physical? Flight simulation. Why is flight simulation not an Olympic sport? Please tell me. I could dance and I could throw myself all over the floor like that. I'd hurt myself, but I could still do it. Dancing is a sport. No, I don't know, is it? Is dancing a sport? I just thought it was like just a. I thought it was just a pastime, right? Am I missing something here? I feel like I've opened up a good topic of conversation here. So, can't back your point up. I could do this. I could spin on the floor. I could hurt myself. I could do what? You know, where's my gold medal? Oh, it's bloody pointless. I don't understand. Sarah says Google says it's a sport. Yeah, but Google also tells you should be dying if you've got a cough. So, I mean, sticks and stones and all that, you know, swings and roundabouts. Who's this fella? Was it DJ Khaled or something like that? Whatever his name is. Mate, did you enjoy what went down in this Shears? Can I get a whoop whoop? No, just get off my telly. Fuck off. These girls were like throwing down some wicked shapes, bruv. No, get off my screen. Go away. Bus racing just for Wayne, absolutely. I feel like we've opened up a really, really good topic of conversation. Oh, it's so pointless. What is this? Bloody breakdancing. Hang on. Arise, Sir Jockstrap. Oh dear, caravan racing. Okay, I found another one out. Also, let me know if there's any buffering. There you go, there's new hashtag sports. It should be in the Olympics. Oh, Takeshi's Castle, could you imagine? Wayne says light in your farts. Dom says the egg and spoon race. Three-legged race. Oh. Oh. Sack race. Yeah, the sack racing. What's it called? Sack racing. Sack race. Fuck it, we'll go with that. Bastard tooting. Hashtag sports that should be in the Olympics. Heading the shot put. Caravan darts, Top Gear style. I like that. Catch the javelin. I can see where Phil's mind is at the moment. Right, let's get the replay up and ready because we're close to landing. See, I'd say instead of like throwing a shot put, rather than throwing a shot put, given the recent events of the last week or so, maybe we could learn to, you know, shot put a brick. Would that not work? Shot putting bricks. Bin throwing. Yeah, I like that. I think there should be like a gladiator style thing with like police with riot shields and you with a bin and see who wins. Gemma says discus with a bin lid. The Greg's Tray weightlift. We are so continuing this conversation tomorrow. So don't forget, 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. It is Manchester City against Manchester United. In the Community Shield for our first watch along of the brand new season. And then tomorrow night we are on the 727 for Aero Sucre. How many pairs of Crocs can you hold under each arm? 'Cause it's all about that, isn't it? Rolling a burning tyre. What have we started? There's your airport. This is Sydney. Welcome to it. We are getting close.
Overspeed.
Thought that would come in.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
The eagle-eye viewer among us will know that that sound is from the MD-80. Carl says, I've got a good one. The airport dash. How quickly can your relatives get out of the car? Lee says, Greenhouse Soccer, just asking for our old friend. Still be shit at it.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
There you go. There's our runway right here, and where these lights are going. That's how we're landing today. Should stop getting bloody spammed. Bloody Instagram. Rob says, pissing up a wall to see who gets it the highest. That's more entertaining, you see, than breakdancing. I feel that'd be more entertaining. I believe that's our airport. Should be our airport.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are close to landing at the destination airport. Ensure the window is open, the tray table is closed, and the seat back is fully upright. Stow the footrest, video screen, and headset, fasten and adjust the seat belt. Thanks.
Right, here we go. Looks like we're coming in on a bit of a Kaitak-esque approach. So time to get your landing ratings in. Let's get the replay going. And let's see what we can do with this bad boy. Lead going for 220, Carl 220. Gemma 199. Rob's still suggesting stuff, saying shite throwing, who flung dung. It's certain to call one out. Darren Smith goes CS 100. Alright, auto throttle off, we're in control. Gear coming down. We're going to hand fly this in. And let's see what we can do landing at Sydney. Here we go. Remember what we said, everyone. Remember. Here we go. So we're going in at just under 140 knots here. The aircraft can handle it. Pretty much nearly at stall speed here, which is fascinating for this aircraft.
200.
Oh my god.
Minimums.
Little high, it's fine.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Floating.
10.
Bollocks. Yeah, fuck me. Just plonked it. Fuck's sake. Fuck. Yeah, fuck's sake.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the destination airport. Please keep your seatbelt fastened
Fucking
and
hell.
don't get up from your seat until the aircraft is completely stopped in the terminal. We will leave the plane in row order by calling. Don't forget that the contents of the upper luggage rack could move during the flight. Be careful when opening it. Passengers in transit with a connection to another destination, please go to the airline counter at this airport. Our staff will gladly help you in the process. The captain and crew of this flight, we thank you for flying with us. We wish you a
Yeah, this is
happy
not
stay.
good. Because the problem is, the camera angle, you see, I can't see the speed at the bottom. So I'm looking at that while trying to manage the landing. No good. Highly annoying. Never mind, you win some, you lose some. It's probably the worst landing I've done for a while. I reckon if I sort of, you know, concentrated a bit and left the auto throttle on, but then as I worked out, you've got to take the auto throttle off. So that's why I manually did it. Oh well, never mind. You win some, you lose some. Even Volanta doesn't have it as good reading, so I can't even save myself with that. So this is the angle that I've got the original default one, so I have to move the camera down. I can barely see that speed. Never mind. You're not going to be able to butter it all the time. I think I was due a hard landing anyway. Lee class, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll give you a rundown in a second as to what we're doing. So I'm a little bit annoyed by the fact the landing was dog shit. Speed just wasn't there. Never mind. Yeah, not going to be able to butter it every time. So I'm okay with it. I'd rather hard landing every now and again than every landing be hard. Oh, so close. So close, but we'll leave it there. Okie dokie. Right, let's end the flight. So we were in the air, let me show you. So here we go. Minus 443 on Volanta, which still means
150, 40,
No.
30, 20,
no,
10.
no, no, no,
Why,
no, no,
man?
no. I wish, but it wasn't. Get him in the chat.
Thank you for flying Ryanair. Last year, over 90% of our flights arrived on time. We hope you enjoyed yours, and we look forward to welcoming you on board again soon. Ryanair. Low fares, made simple.
Right, replay is coming up. So here's what we got. This is coming up next week on Thursday. So ignore that one. So tomorrow from 2:30, the first of the watch-alongs this season. Man City take on Manchester United in the FA Community Shield. Join us from 2:30. And then tomorrow night... Fucking hell, why is it doing this? Oh, fuck off. There we go. We were flying the dangerous airline Aero Sucre from Quito to Willemstad in the Caribbean on the 727. That's your schedule for tomorrow. Now that's all that's left to do. Let's get the replay up and running. Boys and girls, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the likes and the subscribers that have joined this evening as well. Without you guys, the channel wouldn't be possible. We'll see you tomorrow from 2:30 for the first of the football watch-alongs this season. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Look after yourselves and each other. And as always from us here at the Departure Lounge, it is a very good night and a bye-bye for now.